everyone, welcome to our next butterflies and bugs video. We have got 6 left and it is this butterfly that we are going to be doing today. I've been having a quick think about colour, but I haven't got very far, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, so I'll have a think as I go. So I think I'm just going to start with the body, and I'm quite interested. It's quite stripy, this one, but that's okay. Whether I use cold greys or warm greys, I think we used cold because we used warm greys last time. Not necessarily the best reason, but you know, it's a reason. I've got a cold grey too, hard to read, there we go, which I'm going to start with. It's quite a new one, I haven't sharpened it yet. Oops, sorry, you can see the lines. Oh, it's new. And I'm going to do this V here. I think it's going to be quite faint, so I'm only going to colour that bit with this pencil. Now we'll move on to cold grey 3. This is a much more visible colour and we'll do more with this. So we've got this bit here. I'm interested in these bits here, whether they're meant to be part of the body or part of the wing. I mean, obviously it's up to us how we choose to do it. I'm thinking I might colour them in with this. I'm still trying to decide what colour. So we've done a blue butterfly, a pink butterfly, an orange butterfly, and a red butterfly. I try and just make these a little darker around the edges. Now here I'm going to make these darker at the top and lighter at the bottom. Yeah, now I was thinking purple would be a good colour, but the bug above of course is purple, so I think it's be a little bit too close. This is cold grey 4. I'm going to make this one darker, I think, on the edge and fade it towards the middle a bit. But these, like the others, darker at the top. So I'm still pondering. I thought I could do one green, but maybe not. We've only just done a green one, so maybe not yet. I don't think yellow is a good colour, so I'm thinking I could do purpley pinks. Hang on, there's a big bang. I've just got to investigate. It was nothing to worry about. Anyway, nothing. Now I am thinking I'm going to do another blue butterfly. That's what I've decided, but in very different blues. Our last one was sort of turquoisey blues. This one will be darker blues, I think. Let's have a look. What have we got? I'm going to start with the indanthrene blue. This is a new pencil as well, so I'm just sharpening it. Indanthrene blue. And I'm going to do these two bits with this dark colour. And then just fade it out. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned, I probably did, but I can't remember because, you know, I don't record a whole page in one day, so I can't remember everything I've said. Or I can remember very little of what I said because I blabber on so much. That I've made a Polychromos swatch chart, which you can find in my Ko-fi shop, and I've also made some comparison charts for Polychromos and other pencils, so depending on what you might have you should be able to colour along. I'm going to do these little bits. Do I keep it as a stripe? Yeah, let's do it as a stripe just for fun. I'm going to just fade it towards the end a bit. So so I've done those, so you can nip over to my Ko-fi shop when you finish watching. It's there's a link in the description. So I'm just pushing my paper underneath. I have a piece of paper under the page and it'd come out. And as I say, link in the description. There's loads and loads of different charts and comparison charts and all things like that. Now, when it does ask you to pay, and I do appreciate those of you that do, but there is the option to have it for free, and they are all there for you to use, you know, for free. So you can, this is the cobalt blue, I'm going to do the other stripes. You know, I enjoyed making them. I don't actually use them much myself, but I know people do. It's nice to do something helpful. And yeah, and some people send me a bit of money, which is really kind of them, so thank you to those people that do. It does help, you know, it's nice to have a little bit to contribute to the household income, as it were. Husband works very hard, he earns a lot, but I'm really hoping that he can retire soon. His stress levels are so high. It's difficult, but I know that if I went out to work full time, you know, gave up doing this and went to work in an office, I could earn about 1/3 of what he earns, if that. It wouldn't be enough to cover the things that he likes to buy. So and also he's paying into his pension, so it's all a bit tricky. In fact, my sister said she was chatting to a friend of hers. I'm going to do some down here, and I'm just deciding which stripe. I think, oh no, I did that one, didn't I? No, we mustn't. We leave that. Grab a lighter colour. She was chatting to a friend of hers about it, and her friend was saying her friend and her friend's husband both earn minimum wage. This is Ultramarine. I don't even know if that's a thing in all countries, but in the UK there's a minimum wage which companies have to pay. It changes with age, so when you're once you reach 25, you're in the largest bracket, but if you're like 16 or 18, you get a lower amount. But her and her husband both have to work full time to just afford their bills, and she was complaining to my sister about how some people don't work, you know, and I think my sister is feeling a bit sensitive. Her husband works part-time and she homeschools her kids, so I think it was a bit of a reference to that, really. But you know, everyone does things differently. It's, you know, we all manage in different ways. It's not something that we ever considered, homeschooling, and I've always worked. This is like Ultramarine in various ways. Like, I see this as my job because I do it full time and I get a bit of income from it. So I used to do the old freelance writing, which paid more, but it's a lot less now. I think AI has taken over quite a lot. I mean, I used to struggle to compete anyway with people from abroad, because when you're self-employed, minimum wage isn't a thing. You just earn what you can earn, and I used to find that people in countries with lower standards of living, you know, with lower prices, could charge a lot less than me. So unless someone wanted a native English speaker, which obviously I am, then they would employ someone from a different country who knew English well enough, who charged a lot less money than me. This is sky blue, so I had to keep my rates quite low anyway. And so I could, you know, I could write 10,000 words in a day and earn £50, you know, but I was earning more then than I am now. But you know, I'm just feeling very grateful, to be honest, that I can do this, something I absolutely love, and make a bit of pocket money, you know, and have such wonderful people watching my videos. This is black, and just when I get someone just saying thank you and leaving a little comment, it just means the world, you know, it makes it worthwhile. And my husband agrees, you know, he goes out to work and you know, as I say, struggles with stress a bit, a lot, but he says to me, this paynes grey, I'm going to use it for some shadows under the wings. He says to me, what you do is really important, you know, it really helps people, you mustn't stop doing it. So it's very supportive of him, you know. But he also knows that I do a lot of stuff in the house when he's not here as well. Sort of all the householdy stuff, you know, boring things that he just hasn't got the bandwidth for because his mind is on his work. I'm just doing a few shadowy marks, you know, like making sure the bills get paid and making sure we've got enough money for things, which we have, but, you know, shuffling it around, telling him to stop spending sometimes, and I'm just adding a bit more shadow here and things like that, which, you know, all need doing. And today I've been talking to the water company because I've got a sewage leak again. Lovely. In the street, it's not actually in our house. Oh, the sun's in my eyes. It's the oh, it's on the desk as well. And never mind, we'll finish this one. I might have to leave this for a while. Now, Johanna's drawn lots of dots on here, and I am going to cover them over with white. And I'm hoping it will stand out. I rather like this butterfly in all its stripy goodness. I really should have started on the other side though. I shall have to be very careful not to smudge. It's you don't see stripy butterflies as far as I'm aware, but I think it looks super cute. So Johanna's done a grand job. Now I don't know if these will show up that well because we're on top of a very pale blue, but I want to put them in anyway. Such concentration. It's just a dot. I'm going to put one there as well. Oops, sorry, I moved the page. I hope it's still in shot. Oh yeah, it wasn't that much. There we go. So there is our another blue butterfly. Let's take a photo. Yeah, it's getting a bit bright on this desk. I don't know if it's going to be okay or not. Clouds coming in and out. Anyway, I might just leave that and not record anymore for a little bit. But thank you for watching. Hoping that you have a really lovely day. And as I say, thank you all for your support and lovely comments. It really makes such a big difference. And yeah, it makes me smile, which is all important. So thank you. Have a super day and happy colouring.